Rufus. Hey, Rufus.
Hey, man, with these nose hairs, I think the reason people have that is it's a basic lack of self-esteem and self-respect.
Is that what it is?
That's what I think. When I look at someone and they've got nose hairs like that, you know, some people say, well, they can't help it. Well, you know, of course they can help it. They can just cut it out, you know.
Well, that's the way I look at it. People, I don't think they notice them. That's what I'm here for. I want to point it out. Notice them.
And it shows that they don't really care about themselves. Maybe they don't.
Rufus, it's poor grooming.
I know, but when I look at someone like that, and I kind of feel sorry for him because I wonder, you know.
Yeah, I know, Rufus. I know you do. That's very nice of you, Rufus. Let's go to Doug. You're on AM-750 WSB.
Right on, David. You know what it's all about.
That's what I'm all about. I know what it's all about. Yes, Doug.
On the symbolism issue.
We don't need symbolism.
It's a primitive form of brainwashing.
Yes, it is. We do not. Yes.
Yeah, and I think it leads to a lack of insight on a lot of the public's part.
Well, it's just routine. We don't like to change routine. And 200 years ago, we had just like we had witchcraft. Remember, we burned the witches. We started this symbolism, and we can't get away from it. I do not have to prove my loyalty. I do not have to prove anything. I should not be disloyal, right?
Exactly.
But I do not ask of me anything. This is my country as much as it is yours.
And that's what America's all about.
Right. I am free to do whatever I choose to do, and do not put on me, do not put on my children any sort of question and answer period about my loyalty. Right?
Right on, buddy.
Thank you.
You hit it right on the nail tonight.
Thanks for the call, Doug.
Take it easy, bud.
That's what I'm all about, people. That's what I'm all about. Let's go next to Bill. Hey, Bill, you're on AM-750 WSB.
Hey, Dave, how we doing tonight?
I'm doing good.
Well, I got a comment on both subjects tonight. The first one, let's get that one out of the way. Nose hair is bad enough, but to make a subject short here, we had a lady to walk into the business office. She was well-dressed, pantyhose, business-type suit, but she had leg hairs. Looks like a growth, you know what I mean? Coming out of the pantyhose. I mean, that is worse than nose hairs to me.
Leg hairs?
Right.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
And it was terrible.
Body hair, yes.
Body hair.
In fact, I think majority of people that have facial, I think just hair, other than on your head, is just, there's a reason. If you have facial hair, the majority of men who have facial hair, it's because of an insecurity about their own look.
Right.
You know, they use it to cover their skin. They have bad skin or mustaches. Their mouth is too small. Something. All facial hair, sideburns, it's because of an insecurity about their look. They think they're ugly.
Right. They have no self-hygiene or anything like that.
None at all. None at all.
And
all facial hair.
Right. It's terrible.
Yes.
And on the other subject about the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag and all this, excuse me, brainwashing stuff. Like I grew up during the 50s and the early 60s where we had to do all that stuff. But when it came my time in the late 60s when the Vietnam was going on, none of that was on my mind. I joined the Army because I wanted to do something for my country, not because it was programmed into me, forced onto me. I mean, I wanted to do it because I wanted to do it.
Right.
Not because it was forced on me. This is what you got to do.
Well, that's the only thing that's real. And you had you weren't drafted. You had a real desire.
Right.
That's good. That's good. And it wasn't for a flag. It was for a country. It was for a group of people.
Correct.
It was for a way of life.
Correct. Exactly. I mean, that's the way I felt about it.
Yes.
And, well, Dave, I guess that's all I got to say.
Well, thanks for the call. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Next, go to Kay. Hello, Kay.
David.
Yes.
You probably got people that can defend the idea of the flag better than I, but what if people had no last names? What if there were no street addresses?
Yeah.
It's sort of something, you know, what people didn't have flower gardens. For one thing...
What if they didn't have flower gardens?
Well...
What are you talking about,
I got a neighbor that has a flag that waves. It's prettier.
I bet you waves in the rain too, probably, doesn't it?
Well, it's prettier to look at when it's gray outside or anytime, you know.
Well, great, Kay, that's great. But do we need a flag? Do we, as a country, do we need a flag? What is a reason? Why? What is a reason for having a flag? Why do we need a flag?
I'm talking about something that differentiates, something to identify. What if nobody had last names? Nobody had street addresses. There was no way to differentiate anything.
You mean people might not be able to point out our country if we didn't have a flag?
No.
They wouldn't notice us. They'd drive by or something. They just, their boats would keep on going. They wouldn't see us. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about something to be proud of.
Well, be proud of a way of life, not a piece of cloth that some lady made in a back room. Or some flag that was made in some flag.
Music did not exist. What would this world be if music?
Music is art. A flag is not. Kay, thanks for the call. What if music didn't exist? That's different. Music is a contribution. Flag's not. Susan, you're on AM-750 WSB.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Do you have nose hair, Susan?
My name's Susan. I'm calling from Brooklyn, New York.
Great. You can hear us up there, huh?
What?
You can hear us up there.
Amazing, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
I have to talk to you about this nose hair thing.
Oh, go ahead.
See, now, I have a real problem.
Yeah.
And I have, like, one of those glandular things.
Yeah.
And I just have this, like, abundance of hair, like nose hair and ear hair and the whole thing that you're talking about. And it's just making me so sad that you're pointing it out. I mean, I know it's really unattractive.
Yeah.
But there are those of us in this world that really suffer from these things, and like maybe this poor guy had a real problem.
Wait a minute.
Like me.
Bull.
Bull?
Come on, Bull. What is your problem?
My problem, I have a really serious glandular problem.
You have glandular, and so what?
So what do you mean, so what?
You have an electric razor?
I can't use a razor.
You have some clippers of
in
some
my
kind?
nose. How am I supposed to use a razor
They have
my
special
nose?
little equipment, little twist things, little
But
blades.
you don't understand. It's like men that have those constant 5 o'clock shadows.
Right.
Same thing. For me. It just grows. It grows instantly.
Where instantly?
Well, not instantly, but within hours.
It does.
And it's really sad to me, And now here you are saying that you want to make everyone aware of how ungainly nose hair is and body hair and
That's
excessive.
right.
But what am I supposed to do? And now I'm going to have all these people, not just in New York, but now in Atlanta, that are aware of my problem. And I think that's really cold of you.
Well, it's the way it is.
That's the way it is.
That's the way it is. No, it is a problem, and I don't care what your problem is. There's an eraser. There's an eraser.
Well, why don't you send me some money, and then I can go see a specialist?
Personal problem. It doesn't bother me that much.
But you're sitting on the radio screaming about it.
No, I just think there's a razor out there made for you. There is an electric razor of some kind with your name on it.
Oh, you're Victor Kayam now.
Right. No, I'm just telling you, there's something out there that will take care of your look.
Well, I just think you're really heartless.
I know.
I'm really sad. I can't listen to you anymore.
Thank you, Susan. Bye.
Bye.
Let's go to John. Hey, John, you're on.
Hey, Dave, what's up?
Nothing much, John.
This is disgusting.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, I know. I'm a public service. I'm a public service show, and I'm just trying to point out something, to make life a little more comfortable for the rest of us.
Do you have back hair?
Do I?
Yeah.
Very little. I mean, I have very little body hair at all, except in my arms and legs.
Huh.
Yeah. And in fact, if I had chest hairs, I'd shave them off. Why?
You jerk.
In fact, I think jerk.
Yes.
Well, great. Interesting conversation. No, I just think, no, I hate body hair. I'm not into body hair at all. 872-0750 is my telephone number outside of Atlanta, 1-800-WSB Talk. Let's go next to Johnny.
Yeah, John.
Hey, John.
Do you know Daryl Harris, one of your workers?
Yes, good friend of mine.
Yeah, I asked him what you look like, and he said you have a mustache.
Yes, that's right, I do. I have a small mouth. It's an insecurity. See, I admit it.
But you said...
What, are you interested in dating me or something? You ask me what I look like or something?
No. I'm just trying to
that makes a difference to you as a guy, what I look like? You're interested in my looks?
You said that people with facial hair are disgusting. They're very insecure.
They are. I'm insecure, and I'm one of the most insecure people I know. I'll be the first to admit it.
So why
I have a
talking about it?
Excuse me?
So why are you talking about it?
To make myself more comfortable. To make it life easier and to see if there's other people with the same sickness out there. I have a mustache because I have a small mouth.
Well, shave your mustache off. I mean, you can't.
And then my mouth will look really small. I have a small...
Like that Susan girl. Don't be making fun of her. I mean, listen.
I wasn't making fun of her. I didn't point her out. I'm just saying people with nose hairs. And people with nose hairs are disgusting.
To grow some chest hair, you would probably keep it.
If I shave on chest hair?
Yeah, I mean,
No,
I
wait,
heard you 5'6".
No. Thanks for the call. No, there's shavers. There's no, Chester. I don't want to look like an ape man. You ever been to the beach and seen these guys with just, hair all over their back and everything? Just nobody finds that stuff attractive. No, I mean, I'm telling you guys out there, you got a problem. There's a razor out there that can take care of it. I would encourage it. Razor for $40-50 out there, and just you won't have that problem anymore. 872-0750 outside of Atlanta, 1-800-WSB-TALK. My name is David Paul. You're listening to AM-750 WSB.
Your car. It's your home away from home. And driving it should be easy, even fun. But if driving your car isn't what it used to be, it may be time to make a move. Whether you need to sell the car you have now or you're looking to buy another one, Community Auction Resale Services, or CARS, can help do both.
And CARS makes it simple. It's a public auto auction. All you have to do is come out to CARS, located near I-85 and Jimmy Carter Boulevard on Brook Hollow Parkway, and see for yourself. Just pick up the phone and dial 441-CARS for more information.
After all, since you and your car spend so much time together, we figure it should feel less like a car and more like Chrome's sweet chrome.
CARS, Community Auction Resale Services, is open Monday through Thursday, 9 to 6, Friday, 9 to 9, and on Saturday, CARS is open from 9 a.m. until the last car is auctioned. AM-750 WSB, with Atlanta's only live local coverage of the crisis in the Gulf. AM-750 WSB's Doug Rink was there, alongside Georgia troops in Saudi Arabia. You'll hear Doug Rink's continuing reports all week long in the 7 a.m. news, only on AM-750 WSB.
Mustache, because I'll first to admit it. Insecurity. I have a small mouth. Back to the telephones and talk to Ann. Hello, Ann. You're on AM-750 WSB.
Yeah, I have two things to say.
Go ahead.
Number one, I want to say I enjoy your show because I listened for the first time on Saturday night.
Yes.
I'm trying to get over this guy in my life, and you give me something to look forward to talk to. And, yeah, it's a good show.
Thank you.
And number two, you know the thing about the mustache and facial hair and stuff?
Yes. Well, facial hair is, when people have beards and mustache, that is because of insecurity of some kind on their face.
Well, you can look at it two ways. You can look at it as negative, that's being insecure, and you can also look at it as very positive. It's hiding a gift. It's extending the special things about yourself.
It is.
Facial hair can be very sexy.
What about nose hair? Is that sexy?
Oh, nose hair. Everybody has a responsibility to take care of personal hygiene.
Right, so you don't have nose hair. Or you do have nose hair, but you do trim them.
Well, I don't, but if I did, I would.
Mm-hmm. Is it thick or pretty mild? What is it?
No, I don't, but if I did, I would. But I do have, I'm a redhead, and every once in a while I get, like, a black hair on my arm.
Oh, my gosh.
It's personal hygiene. You remove it.
Really? You shave your legs?
Oh, yeah.
How regularly do you shave your legs?
Well, it's a personal preference at the same time, but, as far as a man, you're making fun of people who have excess hormonal hair on their bodies.
I am not.
Oh, you are.
I am not.
If you were a man and had hair growing on your back, how would you shave it? If your girlfriend minds it that much, have her do it for you.
I would. Wouldn't you?
If she doesn't mind it, how are you going to take care of it?
You ever been to the beach and seen these guys with hair all over their shoulders and all over the back? They look like Can't use language like that, people. Can't use language like that. 872-0750 is my telephone number outside of Atlanta. 1-800-WSB-TALK. Sounds like such a nice girl. It's a shame to find out what a classless wench she really is. I'm David Paul, having a wonderful time. I guess I'll go back to the telephones and talk next to, how about Brian? Hey, Brian.
Yeah, David.
Hello.
You got some wild women on tonight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wild classless women.
Classless women. How is that?
Well, some of them are all right.
Southern belles are whores, ain't they?
Right. What's going on?
Well, you're talking about facial hair.
Facial hair.
You got what, small mustache?
I have not a small mustache. I got a pretty bushy mustache. But the reason is I have a small mouth.
Got a small mouth.
I have a small mouth, and when I don't have a mustache, my mouth just looks smaller. So I have a mustache.
Got to enlarge it right, make it look better.
Right.
What do you think about women without hair?
What do you mean without hair?
Without hair.
You mean like that singer, whatever her name is?
No, the ones that shave themselves.
What are you talking about? Shave themselves? All women shave themselves.
Do you like women with or without?
Of course I like without.
Without? You like a bald?
Well, I like whatchamacallit. What's her net singer? I can't think of her name. Is the bald chick? I like her a lot.
You like her?
Yes. Your radio's on the background, and it is bothering me real bad, so I'm not going to talk to you anymore. Todd, you're on AM-750 WSB.
Off the wall, David Paul, what's up?
Just mess around, Todd.
What's happened tonight in the big Atlanta GA?
Nothing's kind of boring. Kind of slow. No, nobody's in Atlanta after nightfall.
Where are they at the graveyard?
It's too dangerous.
Well, I'm a radio DJ. You got any points to give me on how I can better myself? I'm just starting out. I'm 22 years old and just getting into the business. Any points?
No.
No?
No.
Oh, well, I want to move to a bigger city. I live in a small city in Kentucky, and
You do, yeah.
Need some help getting out of the big...
Well, it's not really. If you work, how small city is it? How big? How kind of wattage is your radio station?
50,000.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's a good station.
Yeah, but there's only like 70,000 people that live here in the city.
Oh, it's pitiful.
So
it's like you're on a CB, you know. I get more. I get more response on my CB radio.
Yeah, but we get your station. I mean, crystal clear.
Well,
as clear as
we're
we
a clear signal.
We're
the best. Hey, thanks for the call, Todd.
Hey, take it easy.
Bye, Todd. Let's go to Zuess. Hey, Zuess, you're on AM-750 WSB.
Dave Paul, the educator.
Thank you.
I was wondering, so if you have a mustache, if you're insecure, do people with nose hair have that because they're insecure?
No, they have that because they're ungroomed.
Yeah, I mean...
Do you have nose hair? Look in the mirror right now. Do you have a mirror in front of you?
I've got this little chrome thing.
Are you on a portable phone?
No.
Do you have nose hair? I'm telling you, just
no, I trim it.
To a civilized, to a groomed person like me, and I'm groomed, it makes me sick. It makes me look at you.
Yeah, it's disgusting. I mean, you've touched on something really important. And
yes. Well, I mean, you could have in your hand $1,000, and a beautiful girl under your left arm, okay, and a vet in the driveway. But once I see your nose hairs, I think, what a loser.
Yeah, it's all meaningless.
Well, it's meaningless. You're right. It's meaningless.
Another thing that really disgusts me is these ladies that don't shave their legs.
Yes.
And you see them at the beach, and they're putting suntan lotion on these hairy legs, and the sand's sticking to them, and it's just...
Giving me the willies thinking about it.
It's disgusting.
Golly, gross, man.
And what's really disgusting, I know this girl one time
I'm not putting that on the radio. Come on, it's a clean show, people. It's a family show. You know? It has to be respectable here. We can all, watch, people. You know what's good taste, what's bad taste. I try to give a tasteful show that helps people. I'm trying to make people's lives a little better. Trying to inform them, and some of these comments by that sleazy girl and by this guy, they're not really educational. There's nothing beneficial to them. So try to make your comments beneficial to the masses. Next, I'm going to Paul. Hello, Paul. You're on AM-750 WSB.
Hi, David. How are you?
Doing good.
Good. Interesting show this evening. It was funny. I was just over at my girlfriend's and just came home, and I thought it was interesting. You were talking about facial hair.
That's right.
How did that come up as a conversation for the evening?
I don't know. It wasn't really the conversation. I was talking about. I was talking to somebody down the hallway about what I was going to talk about tonight, and real intelligent, really just smooth person, but just he had a bunch of hairs coming out of his nose, and I lost all respect for the guy. I just thought, that's kind of disgusting, buddy. Don't you groom yourself? Are you that... I mean, gross. Come on.
So, I guess your wife doesn't have nose hair.
Of course not.
Now, what would you do if she did?
I'd divorce her.
Well, that'd be justified, I would guess. Or maybe just yank them out one at a time.
Yes.
That's interesting. So you feel that, I guess, that you don't have any facial hair or any...
I have facial hair. I have a mustache, but I have a well-groomed, trimmed nose. My nose is perfect. You do not see nose hairs coming out of it.
Well, so you've got it under control.
I've got my nose hairs under control.
You've got your entire life grasped under your nose hair.
Right.
That's terrific.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks for the call. Let's go to Bruce. Hello, Bruce. You're
Hey,
Hey.
that gal down there from Brooklyn, she didn't sound like she was from Brooklyn. That sounded like Kim.
No, that's not what. I can always tell Kim's voice.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, she didn't sound like she had any Brooklynese.
Right.
I think that,
Yes.
I think you hit the mark on this nose hair. I think you ought to just pull out by the handfuls.
Well, I do it all the time. You know, I don't care if I have a pair of scissors on me. I don't care what I have. If I'm driving down the street and I'm getting ready to go someplace and there's one nose hair, I get rid of it. Don't
That's
you?
right.
Don't you?
Yeah.
I mean, I just rip it there and
Anytime things pop out, I just rip them right out.
I just rip it right out. I don't care, you know, just, and my eyes tear up, of course. But, yeah, I mean, I always do. Don't you?
Absolutely.
Golly, heck yeah.
Are we taping this show for replay?
I will tape this after 1 o'clock.
After 1.
After 1. 1 to 3 I'll tape, and of course now everybody's going to try to get on the tape. But this will be replayed after 1.
I noticed that sometimes on the weekends I guess it's the Monday show.
Yeah, Monday, last night.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Have you heard yourself?
No, I haven't heard myself.
Well, just,
haven't heard myself.
I usually don't announce when I'm going to tape it. I'll be taping after 1. 1 to 3, and then that'll be played back next Monday night.
Well, I heard people that I've heard earlier.
Yes.
When are you going to get the cops on? Do a little arm wrestling?
Oh, I just haven't put it together yet. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of scared.
Nah, you ain't scared.
Well, some girl come in here and embarrass me real bad.
Get some of them georillas from the jail.
That's right. Oh, scary. No, I'd like that. I'd like one of them to slam me up against the wall and put some handcuffs
Do a body
on.
press on you?
Yeah, that'd be fun. I mean, that'd be kind of good radio, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I'll turn the mics on real loud and say, okay, try to pin me. Try.
Let 'em rattle.
Do your best. Here I am. And see what happens.
Do y'all all use the same broadcast booth there?
No, I used to. Well, you'd have to see how it's located, but there's a big control room where and a little room where the producer stands. I'm in the producer's room, and I'm the only one here right now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I do it all, and then I have a head mic, or what do you call it, a headset?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Bruce?
Okay, sounds great.
All right, see you later, Bruce.
Program.
Thank you. Let's go to Jim. Is that Jim?
Gene.
Gene. Sorry, Gene. What's going on?
Not a whole lot.
Great. So, what do you want? Why are you bugging me? Why are you tying up one of my phone lines? What do you want?
Well, because my girlfriend has nose hair.
She does?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
And I've questioned her about it,
Why? Well, why is she your girlfriend? I mean, if she, as her boyfriend, you have a role to point out her faults.
Well, I point them out every day.
All women want to hear their faults. I mean, if you're not telling them your faults, they feel like you don't love them. So every fault, if your girlfriend has any faults, you always point them out. Always. Take that advice.
Well, I'll do that. But I don't know, sometimes she doesn't seem to listen. She just, lets them grow and grow and grow.
Well, then she doesn't really love you.
I don't guess so.
Mm-mm.
Maybe I should just...
We'll say nothing personal, but it makes my friends and me sick.
Oh, well, it makes me sick, too.
It makes me sick.
I mean, sometimes I have to tell her to put a bag over her head when we go out in public or something.
Do you really?
Yeah, because she can braid them.
That's horrible.
It's really sick.
That is sick. Thanks for the call.
Mm-hmm.
That's a terrorist start, man. I couldn't imagine that. Could you imagine that? 872-0750 is my telephone number. Outside of Atlanta, 1-800-WSB-TALK. I'm David Paul. This is AM-750 WSB.
Flag by itself is meaningless. It's just a piece of cloth.
I agree with you, and that's my whole point.
But it represents what we have here. It represents our freedom. It's a symbol of that. And that is important, young man.
Well, maybe you need a symbol, but I don't.
Well, listen, say you're from Orlando?
That's right.
All right, when you see a picture like a little drawing of a mouse ears, what do you think of?
I think Orlando.
You think it's a symbol, right?
But I don't. We don't put that mouse head in schools, or those ears in schools where people have to stand up and salute it.
It represents that we're better off than any other country in the world.
No, it does not. Doesn't represent. It's a flag. It's meaningless.
It does too. Like if another person comes from another country and they see those stars and stripes, or they say this is America, it's because it burns me up that young people like you are trying to desecrate this. It's not. The flag by itself is not important, but it represents what is important.
Are you an idiot?
And I'm asking you that. Are you an idiot?
No, I think you're an idiot. I think that's idiotic. I think every comment you said is idiotic. I think it's nonsense. We need a flag so when it's in the other countries they can say, oh boy, that's American flag, and it represents it. Give me a break. Who cares what they think? Who cares what they think?
When you look at that flag, it brings back...
They don't love us for the flag. They love us because of the checks we write, because we're always writing them checks for billions of dollars. That's what they love us for, not for the flag.
Well, they write
Get with it, buddy. Grow up. Grow up. Golly. Let's go to Buff. Is that it? Buff? Is that your name?
Boof.
Boof?
Yeah.
What's going on, Boof?
Dave,
what kind of name is Boof? I mean, what kind of name is Boof? Why would you... I take it that's a nickname, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Boof.
It's from a job I used to have.
What?
It's from a job I used to have.
Go back to it, dimwit. Let's go to J.D. You're on AM-750 WSB.
Yeah, I like women, good-looking women who don't shave.
You do?
I don't know why, I just do, though. I don't think women should shave their legs or under their arms.
Really?
Yeah.
So you find, really, you date a lot of lazy women. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm not saying that. I just think it's sexy.
You do?
When I was over in Europe, none of them did.
Yeah. Europe?
Germany?
Germany?
They don't do it over there.
Really?
And really, it doesn't look bad.
So you dated women like this?
Pardon?
You dated a lot of women like this?
Yeah, ask a lot of people who are over in Germany. It's very common. And
well, no, I think you're wrong there. I think maybe one or two of them did shave themselves, but
over in Europe,
no, I think women all over this country. I don't care where you are. We're women all over this world. They shave under their arms and their legs.
They do not.
That's just the way they are.
No, sir, they don't.
Communist Russia, yes, they do.
No, they don't either.
It's
more common in this country.
You're playing with me here, man. You're playing games.
No, sir, buddy. Some other callers will tell you that. Anyone who's been in Europe, it's very common.
No, I think you maybe, I don't know.
I'm not
you hung around some sleazy women or something. I mean, some bars, some of the bars you hung out, I bet they were.
Well.
Yeah, right.
Well, some other callers will
well, I don't believe that
agree
at all.
with me.
I think you're in outer space or something.
Okay.
See you later.
Don't get in any more fights.
872-0750 outside of Atlanta, 1-800-WSB Talk. I'm David Paul. You're listening to AM-750 WSB. For free. I don't believe in this pledge. You don't have to make a pledge to anybody.
You don't?
You know, I mean, my kid doesn't say a pledge to me.
We pulled the kids out of school because we got so sick of the school's bull crap.
So what are you going to do with them?
Well, we teach them. We bought a curriculum, books, and everything.
Come on.
Yeah.
Melanie, give me a break.
Why?
Oh, give me a break. How long have you been doing this nonsense?
Well, see, now what you're saying, you're going back to the same thing. I need someone else to impart knowledge to my children.
I'm just, no.
I'm very educated. I can impart the same knowledge they can.
What is your education is?
I have college. I've worked in the professional fields. I've worked in the medical field.
And you're also very vain.
Hey,
no.
Everyone should be vain.
No,
you're pretty vain yourself.
Yes,
Betty.
I am. Yes, I am. But I'm not that vain that I would. No, I put the kids in school when they when they come home at 2 o'clock. Then sit them down and give them 4 hours.
Why do I need the school to teach
and then give them 4 hours of this knowledge you think you possess?
I don't. I bought a curriculum. I have people who've worked in the field for years made books up that you can teach your kids with.
Right.
I mean, how you trust the state to teach your kid what you want it to know?
No, of course not. But I think
send your kids to school?
But I think what they learn is not that bad.
Well, what do you think they learn?
Well, they learn all sorts of stuff.
That's why so many of them drop out, and we have a 25% illiteracy rate.
Well, so what? Who cares? There's always going to be losers. If there's a 25% loser
well, I
rate,
don't want losers. I don't want to raise losers.
Well, how do you know? I mean, if the kid's related to you, are you related to a bunch of losers?
No way.
Well, see, I'm not either. So I don't automatically think, well, my children are going to be the losers.
I think everybody else is, and I don't want my children to be.
Well, I just think public schools or private schools.
Well, you're giving it up to someone else again.
Is better than no schooling at all.
They are getting
and that schooling. Is what they're getting from you.
How do you know that?
Because it's true.
How do you know that?
Oh, come on. What time do you get them up in the morning?
They get up at 7:30.
And do what?
And we start at 9.
What do you start at 9?
At 9 o'clock, I start math with the kindergartner. The 6th graders sit down in the room, and they do math first. Then we do reading.
What kind
of math? Then we have a spelling test.
What kind
then we have a break. Then we do, usually we read stories, and we go outside.
What trigonometry courses have you taken?
I've taken calculus. I've taken physics.
Calculus?
My husband has taken calculus and physics. He's a robotics engineer.
He is.
I mean, we have a lot better qualifications than the gym coach who can't even write.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
I mean, these are the people teaching your children. Okay. Like you were talking about the president, how we should hire a president and pay him a good salary, and you are right on. And it's the same way with teachers.
I agree with that.
And we're paying them squat, and that's what we're getting. We're getting the same kind of people teaching our kids as are running our country. And I don't want these people
underqualified,
teaching my children.
underpaid, yes.
So, you know, you can go against it. Everybody has the same idea. Almost they react to it like they do about the flag and the Pledge of Allegiance. Like, oh, my God, you mean you don't...
That you are.
Yes.
Just one question.
Sure.
To what do you owe allegiance to?
I owe allegiance to no one.
To no one?
To no one.
Nothing?
To nothing. I owe...
How about to David Paul?
Well, to myself, but I don't know...
How about the almighty dollar?
I owe my allegiance to nothing.
So in other words, you owe allegiance to no one, hence no one owes any to you.
No.
Is that the way it should be structured?
Nobody's indebted to me. Nobody's indebted to me for anything.
Where does the word indebted come into this?
Well, allegiance...
What are the stars on the flag for, David?
States.
I bet you couldn't even tell me how many stripes are on the flag, David.
But I'm not interested. I think we don't...
It's what you call heritage, David.
Well...
It's tradition, exactly like you said. It can... Well, to put it on a basic level to you,
well, our
it's
heritage,
like everybody eating at the same time during the day.
Heritage is pollution. We're polluting the rivers. That is our heritage.
What's that got to do with being a patriot?
In 20 years from now, are they going to have to continue polluting rivers because that is our heritage? That is what
we're going off on 3 or 4 different veins here.
Well,
just one final comment about Nosehairs.
We would not be any less. We would not be any less without the flag.
Well, you're going to have to choose which side of the team you're on, David. Either you're an American or you ain't.
Well, see, I don't know what the flag has to do with being an American.
It's a symbol of America.
That's right. It is a symbol of America. America still would exist with a different symbol. We could have a different...
It happens to be ours and no other nation.
Well, it happened to be ours a couple hundred years ago, and we were stuck with it. Our symbol should be a quality of life. Our symbol should be just...
We're all striving for it, David.
Well, no, we're not, E. That's not true.
Yes, we are,
No,
David.
we're not. No, we're not.
Yes, we are,
no,
David.
We're not.
David, in another country, you wouldn't even have the job you've got now.
Well, that's true.
This is the only society that would put up with a person like you in a job like what you got.
But I don't live in another country.
That's right, David. You ought to thank your lucky stars every day you open your eyes.
I do.
I don't think so, David, because you're pushing it, buddy. You're really pushing it.
Right.
David, one last comment.
Sure.
On nose hair.
Yes.
I think nose hair is probably a sign of a healthy individual. Because just think about it, David. At least it's not growing up in their brain, you know?
Right, okay.
Thank you, David.
Good point. Thank you. Robert, you're on AM-750 WSB.
Oh, hey, David.
Hello, Robert.
I'm in Paul. I agree with you on the nose there. I'm not going to argue with that point. It's a sign of keeping yourself of dignity.
Yes,
but
it is.
On the flag thing, from what I understand, listening to you, Mr. Paul, you've never been in the service, have you?
Of course not.
Well, I have.
Right.
And there's nothing more heartwarming to be on foreign soil. And the only connection you have is standing at attention with that flag in front of you waving in the breeze. It's a sign of mom's apple pie, everything I have back home.
How about a loose woman?
Well, I know that flag does not represent a loose woman to me.
No, I'm just saying. You said there's nothing. You said there's nothing more heartwarming, huh?
Pardon me, sir?
You said there's nothing more heartwarming, and I thought, well, what about a loose woman?
That does not stand, sir.
Okay.
I'm talking about the heart, not my genials.
Right.
I just want to say that, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Bye. Jim.
Yeah.
You're on AM-750 WSB.
Well, just wanted to make a comment. I'm a first-time caller.
Great. Love to have you.
To get through. Keep my nose trimmed as often as possible.
Good deal.
But I think you was right, and the caller before this last gentleman was right. You do need the flag just to remind everyone that you are slipping. Because everyone, just about everyone, the people that do act American, they know they're American, but the rest of the country has been forgetting. Just like the lady said, the politicians running the country, they're just like the teachers.
Right.
But one thing I'd like to ask is, what does everyone think about a nationwide lottery instead of a raise of taxes?
I think it stinks.
You think it stinks?
Stinks.
But you'd rather have your taxes raised?
Well, the lottery, come on. The lottery system, every lottery in the state is screwed up. The Florida lottery's not doing anything for anybody.
Well, everything with the taxes is
No, but I mean, just the whole concept of lottery is wrong. It is a poor man's gamble. It is throwing money away. If we want to say gamble, let's gamble and put casino gambling where I can go in there and get 50-50 odds. Give me some real odds, and I will gamble my money. But a lottery is a losing bet. It is for suckers and idiots. It caters to the morons. So if you want to take the moron's dollar, take the moron's dollar. But let's admit it that we're going after the moron's dollar. It goes after morons. Okay,
well,
nothing personal, but it does.
Yeah, well, taxes are worse. Just an idea.
Well,
but anyhow,
it is a tax on the moron. And let's just say it. It is a moron tax. Lottery is a moron tax. The whole concept is wrong. Lottery is gambling. And if the state says, my opinion of the lottery, I don't think a state should be able to say, we can do it, but you cannot do it. That is not right. Either lottery is legal or it's not legal, okay? And if lottery is legal, the state should say, I should be able to set up a lottery. And if I can set up a lottery, I should be able to compete with the state. And with my lottery, I could give you better odds, I could give you better chances of winning, and then that would raise more money. Now, I think we should put competition in lotteries. The system right now, it's just a moron bet. It is, and if you want it, you're a moron. I mean, it doesn't bother me. I'll probably buy a ticket or two. But let's face it, it is a moron gamble. It is a lousy bet.
Just merely a good idea, just trying to help pay the nation's deficit instead of just raising my taxes and raising my taxes.
Want to pay the debt? Why don't we just divide it up and send everybody a bill?
Hey, that's fine.
Okay, see you later. Let's go to Craig. Hey, Craig.
How you doing tonight, David?
I'm doing good.
Mr. Radio. Listen, I think everybody's taking this flag thing, including yourself. You've just blown it out of proportion. Now, wasn't it you that last week said that America should be run more like a business?
Yes.
And you said when Kuwait took over, or Iraq took over Kuwait, that was just a business decision?
Yes, it was.
Well, then if you think of it in that respect, then the flag is nothing more than a corporate logo.
Well,
think of it like that.
That is true. Okay, that part is true. If you want to say it is a corporate logo, I'll live with that. But don't make me salute the corporate logo or give any sort of respect to the corporate logo. I should be able to ignore it, disregard it, whatever.
Well, I
and
agree with that
don't make me say a pledge of allegiance to the corporation.
I agree with that. I think everybody should just see that it's nothing more than that. It's just a logo.
Mm-hmm.
And do you know what I rented tonight? Do you know what movie I saw?
No.
I watched Talk Radio.
It's a good movie.
It reminded me of you. You're not that harsh, but a lot of it reminded me of you.
Thank you so much.
And is that pretty realistic?
Yes, the setup is very realistic. It's a real studio. It's a real board. The phone setup. All of it is exact. And we have almost some of the identical setups. Thanks for the call. Let's go to Donny. Hey, Donny, you're on AM-750 WSB.
Hi, Dave.
Hey, Donny.
Man, I've got a problem, and it fits underneath your topics tonight.
Well, share it with me, Donny.
All right, I will. My homeroom teacher, we have to say the Pledge of Allegiance. And there are certain people, myself included, who don't feel that we should be forced to stand up and say the pledge to the flag. I mean, it's to me, it's a useless concept. And she has been threatening to give us detention for it.
Well, I'm not going to... How old are you, Donny?
I'm 13.
Nothing personal, Donny, but I'm not going to advise you. I'd suggest you ask your mommy and your daddy that.
Oh, I mean, I understand, and I can't get her I mean, they say I should do it so that way I won't get in trouble.
Yeah, well, it's just this, you do not have freedoms, Donny. Your mommy and daddy have freedoms, and they allow you certain freedoms. So you're going to have to talk to your mom and dad. Thanks for the call, Donny. 872-0750 is my telephone number outside of Atlanta. 1-800-WSB-TALK. I'm David Paul. This is AM-750 WSB.
There's nothing worse than having special plans ruined by something that could have been avoided. Let's say you've got a family get-together coming up, a reunion of sorts. Family members from 3 states coming in. You've been cooking for days, but you don't feel right. You're constipated. Wouldn't you rather be regular so that your plans aren't ruined? If you've ever been in that position, you should try a fiber product, like Fiberall. Fiberall will relieve constipation so you feel like yourself again. Now, you may have heard of original Metamucil, but did you know that it's almost half sugar? But sugar does nothing to relieve constipation. It's the fiber that does all the work. That's why Fiberol has no sugar. Instead of sugar, Fiberol adds bran, another healthy fiber. And adding Fiberol to your daily routine keeps you regular.
You can find Fiberol at Eckerd. With a day like today, you can't let constipation get in your way. Remember, if constipation is slowing you down, Fiberol can really help. Pick up some Fiberol today at Eckerd.
Hi, this is Bobby Harper. Join Kathy Fischman and myself and all the gang for the Tuesday morning edition of Atlanta's Morning Show.
Of course, we'll have the latest developments in the Middle East. We'll also tell you how you can play the harmonica in one quick and easy lesson, and we'll have details on how you can win $1,000 this coming Thursday.
For all the news, weather, sports, and traffic, join us tomorrow morning, Tuesday, right here on AM-750 WSB.
Glad you are here. Straight back to the telephone and talk to, well, who to talk to first? How about Melissa? Hello, Melissa.
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
It's going pretty good. Can't complain. Well, I could complain, but what's the point? Yeah. What? How's it going with you, Melissa?
Well, it's going pretty good.
So
I just caught the talking about the body hair.
Yes. Do you have body hair?
Yeah.
Where are your body?
I think you're a little hung up about this.
I love body hairs. No, I have no. I mean, there's no.
No, I think this country is just, they're not used to it, like seeing women with their, not shaving their legs.
Well, do you shave your legs?
I don't.
Oh, come on, Melissa. You sound like such a quality female.
Would you want to shave your armpits and your legs all the time?
You don't
Come
shave
on,
your...
It is not natural. Your hair grows for a reason.
You do not shave your armpits? How long have you not shaved your armpits?
A long time, and at times I feel like sort of an alien.
What does the rest of your body look like?
What?
Well, I mean, what kind? Do you keep control of? I mean, are you?
I'm clean. I mean, that's the point. Are you clean? Do you bathe? It doesn't. Your hair does not. To judge a person by the amount of hair he has coming out of wherever.
Are you married?
I'm not extremely hairy, and it's light hair.
It's light hair.
Yeah, it's not black. But anyway,
how
that
long?
doesn't matter.
How bushy are your legs?
Well, they're not too bad. They're probably noticeable.
Are you just lazy?
But my husband loves me, and he could care less. He doesn't care.
Does he ever take you out in public?
Oh yes. Yeah, but I think people really have a problem with it in this country. The guy who called and said women in Europe don't shave.
Right.
Most of them don't.
Baloney.
When was the last time you went to Europe?
I've never been there.
Well, so what do you...
Well, I just know...
How do you base it?
I just know...
The ones that do shave are the ones that are trying to be like Americans.
I just know the way human beings are.
Well, when did shaving start for women? It didn't start until this century. Pioneer women did not shave.
Well, I doubt
it's
I
a
doubt
man-made habit for us women.
It is.
And women have gotten so used to it.
It's a man-made habit?
Yeah.
What's wrong
You think a woman decided, hey, we need to shave so we'll look good for men?
Yeah, but what's wrong with serving your man that way? What's wrong with looking good for your man?
I want to know who came up with it. I want the history on it. Because it was a dumb decision, I think.
That's disgusting.
I see, the reason I quit shaving was because I was living out in the woods. I was living on a boat.
Why?
Because that's what I wanted to do, and it was not appropriate to shave. You're living out in the woods, you're camping out.
So I take it you didn't bathe either?
Yeah, I bathed.
Uh-huh.
I bathed. I'm clean, but this shaving is... And there was a homeschooler who called just a while ago.
Yes.
Where was she from?
I don't know.
What state?
I don't remember. Why?
I just wondered. I'm a homeschooler, too.
Oh, come on.
We're kind of a strange group.
Yes.
But,
You are a strange... Okay.
Variety is the spice of life.
Right, and you're staying up late tonight, then you're going to sleep till about 11 o'clock, get the kids up, watch Price is Right to teach them...
Hey, it doesn't matter.
I'm going to teach you about money. Let's watch Price is Right.
No, listen. You can learn at any time of the day. You do not have to get up and do it from 8 to 3.
And you don't, do you?
No, I don't. Would you?
If my kids were homeschoolers, Yeah, I take it real serious because it's a heck of a...
Hey, I take it serious, but there's not hours. The only hours you can learn are from 8 to 3.
How old are you kids?
That is, you know, I have a 12-year-old.
12-year-old what?
Boy.
And he doesn't go to
Who
school.
knows? Who knows a lot?
He
you know? I mean, you don't learn it all in school. I mean, God, they talk about how bad schools are now and how you come out of it and you can't even read. So what are they doing from 8 to 3?
And his mommy, who doesn't even shave.
Now, what are the kids doing that don't learn a thing in school from 8 to 3? I mean, what good is it doing them?
Right. Scary. You scare me.
Oh, come on,
You scare
Dave.
me.
Somebody who thinks a little bit different
You
scares
scare
you?
me. Yes, Melissa, you scare me.
No.
Thanks for the call, Melissa. Bye, Melissa.
Goodbye.
Let's go to Theresa. Hey, Theresa, you're on AM-750 WSB.
Good morning, Dave.
Good morning, Theresa.
Been a long time since I talked to you.
It has. How long's it been?
Oh, it's been about 2.5 months.
Really?
Yes, I just started a new job on second shift, and this is the first time I've been able to catch a show.
Well, thank you. It's nice of you to check in every now and then.
Yeah, well, what about this deal on this facial hair tonight?
Well, I don't have any. Well, I have a mustache, but no, I mean, I'm not really talking facial hair. I'm talking nose hairs.
That's disgusting.
It is disgusting, but you see them all the time, don't you?
Yes.
I mean, I don't like people like that. Do you?
Just like to walk up to them and say, do something with that nose.
Do women have nose hairs?
Some of them do.
See, I don't know that. I'm not a woman. I mean, I realize they don't have mustaches. They don't have, you know what I mean, facial
Some
hair.
women do have facial hair like a
but,
beard.
but do women grow nose hairs?
Yes.
You do?
Not me, personally.
But you don't, so you never have to trim your nose hairs because you don't grow them?
No.
Okay, see, okay. See, I didn't know that.
And these women who don't shave their legs,
Yes.
their mothers must have been lazy. They didn't teach them anything right.
Oh, my gosh, you know, I like women to look like women.
That's right.
You know,
Instead of looking like a man.
In the mini skirts and stuff
Yes.
like, you know what I mean? And
Yes, I wear mini skirts.
do you?
Yes.
Real short mini skirts.
Yeah.
Got to have nice legs, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's you?
Yeah.
That's good.
I don't like these women that don't shave their underarm pits.
That's disgusting.
Yes.
So you shave your underarm pit?
Yes, I do. 3 times a week.
3 times a week?
Yes.
What day?
Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Do you really?
Mm-hmm.
And what about your legs? When do you shave your legs?
Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Mm-hmm. That's good. What, in the bathtub or something, or what?
In the shower.
In the shower? It clogs the drain, though, doesn't it?
Yes, occasionally.
Yeah, you got to watch that.
Yes. I recently just got married.
You did?
Yes.
Lucky guy.
We've been married 2 weeks today.
Is that good or bad?
Good.
Hey, had a fight yet, or what?
No.
Well, that's good. Marriage is fun.
Yes. How's your wife?
Still treating me bad.
Does she shave her legs?
She'd better shave her legs. Of course
And
she
another thing I don't like.
Yeah, I married a civilized woman.
Thank God.
Really?
What about these women that's got these, like, moles on their face and they got these little tentacles hanging out there?
Well, they should just have them removed. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah,
right?
it's just like, you know, it's like to reach over and pluck them babies out.
Give me a break. Bye, Theresa.
Bye-bye.
Yes, try my best. 872-0750 is my number. Outside of Atlanta, 1-800-WSB-TALK. I'm David Paul. You're listening to AM-750 WSB.
Car buying and selling has never been easier thanks to community auction resale services or cars.
And once you see how easy it is, you'll wonder why you ever tried to buy or sell a car on your own.
Cars is a public auto auction. Some of the services we offer include vehicle appraisal, extended service contracts, bank financing, even mechanical inspection.
But that's not all. Cars also has insurance information available, a test track, a huge automobile preview lot, and on auction day, there's supervised child care and a family restaurant for your convenience. Come out to Cars and see for yourself. We're located near I-85 at Jimmy Carter Boulevard on Brook Hollow Parkway. Or call us at 441-CARS.
With services like that, Cars makes buying and selling a car a slam trunk.
Cars is open Monday through Thursday, 9 to 6, Friday, 9 to 9, and on Saturday, Cars is open from 9 a.m. until the last car is auctioned.
AM-750 WSB Skycopter Skyplane traffic reports. There is a difference. We fly more hours than any other station, and no one else has their own helicopter and airplane. Skycopter and Skyplane traffic only on AM-750 WSB. Depend on it.
Welcome back, Dave Paul. Straight back to the phones and talk to Kevin. Hello, Kevin. You're on AM-750 WSB.
Yeah, Dave, you know how women are always whining, you know, about having to go through their period or having to give birth, right?
Right.
Well, they've never had the experience of getting hit in the crotch, or they don't have to put a razor to their face every morning. So I think they should just be quiet, you know?
You're right. You're absolutely right. Well put. Well put.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, Dave. Bye.
Well put. LeeRoy, you're on AM-750.
Good morning, Dave Powell.
Good morning, LeeRoy.
Yeah, nasal, armpit, ear hair.
Right.
Very disgusting.
Yes, it is.
Dave, you need to classify these people into the filthy and unclean animals.
You're right.
You know, these are the type of people that need deodorant and cologne. What you think?
Yes, dirty people need deodorant and cologne.
Now, Dave, we caught you now. You said you don't believe in using deodorant and cologne.
Well, unless you're a dirty person. If you're a dirty person, you wear deodorant and cologne to cover up your smell.
Dave, we're trying to catch you now.
Nobody catches me.
I hear you. Later, Dave.
See you later. Bye. Let's go to Cecil. Hey, Cecil.
Hey, David. This is Cecil.
Great.
How are you?
Good.
That's good.
How are you?
Pretty good. I just wanted to let you know that my wife doesn't shave her legs.
Oh, my gosh.
And I think it's real sexy.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Poor
but
guy.
you know what?
You just don't know a real woman.
She has me shaving my legs out.
Really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it even on a bet.
But you know what's great?
No.
When she's wearing pantyhose.
Yeah.
And her hair sticks out of the pantyhose, I think it's real sexy.
You do?
Yeah.
Now, you shave your legs, but she doesn't shave hers.
Right. I think it's only fair.
Okay. If it works for you, I think that's great.
And you know, she's also got hair in her nose.
Yes.
We got 3 kids, and they got it from her genetically.
Did they?
Yeah.
Now all the kids have hairy noses.
Yeah, I think they're kind of cute. I do.
Okay, that's good, Cecil.
Okay.
Thanks for the call.
Take care, man.
Bye. Joel, you're on AM-750 WSB.
Yeah, I just want to say that the nose hairs
Yes.
is sick. Totally disgusting, man. I'm working in a store. A guy came in. I wasn't looking at his face, and he asked me what show I was listening to. I said, David Paul. And that's the time I turned around. I had already explained the topic about disgusting nose hairs, and I looked at his face. He was sick.
Was he really?
Big nose hair sticking, joining onto his mustache.
Oh, it's horrible. It's horrible.
Looked like a beast. Anyway.
Yes.
Just also wanted to say about the pledges of allegiance.
Yes.
I think, you know, if I want to do it, I do it. Because if it's a pledge, like I'm watching Jerry Lewis telethon, I pledge if I want to. I don't have to pledge. And I think, you know, people shouldn't have to pledge, you know, if they don't want to.
Right, but how do we do that in school?
What do you mean, how we do that in school?
Well, how do we do that? Because the kids don't really have a choice. They just have to do it.
But why do they have to do it?
Well, they do. You're just put in a position where just, okay, everybody rise and pledge of allegiance.
But that's like if you believe that they're in debt to the country. They're not in debt to the country because they don't owe anything to the country.
No, they do not. No, they do not.
If only, like, if you only owe if you're in debt. You can't owe if you're not in debt.
Right. I think the country owes them.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's their birthright.
Right.
You know, they're inheriting all this, and they don't have to pledge to receive this inheritance. They just by the mere fact they're born here, they receive all this.
Right.
And they don't have to do anything for it. Anything.
So I think you're in line. Take it easy.
Thank you. See you later. Let's go to Matt. Hey, Matt.
Hello. I got a few questions to ask you.
Please ask me.
The first question is, earlier you had a 13-year-old boy call,
right,
and he asked you a question.
Mm-hmm.
But yet, about a week or two ago, he was telling the kids that they ought to tell their parents to shut up.
Right.
I can understand why you cannot answer a kid's question, but yet you can holler over the radio to tell their parents to shut up.
I was not. I don't think I was telling. When I did the Shut Up show, I was not telling when a 13-year-old kid came in. I did not say go in there and tell you.
No, you did not say this.
I did not actually, when a kid got on the line talking directly to me and asking me,
you did not say that.
Yeah, I would not tell a kid to say, I would not, and just like it's not my place to tell a 13-year-old kid not to stand up in a classroom, and I will not do it.
You know as well, like, this 13-year-old was awake tonight.
Right.
Well, surely there was other kids that was awake that night you did have that show.
Oh, well, I did it, yeah, I did it a little bit on Saturday night, too, but, no, I mean, just, I'm not their parent, man. I mean, just, it is not my place to guide these kids through life and wipe their nose, you know, and this is what I do, and if they can't take it, don't listen to it. Yeah, no, I mean, if a kid outright directly asks me, you know, should I tell my parents to shut up? I said, man, I'm not telling you to tell your parents to shut up. I would never do that. And just like that kid asked me, should I? No, I would not answer that. I will not answer that. I'll tell you if you asked me, because you're an adult. But if a kid asked me, no, I'm not going to do it. Is that okay? Is that okay?
Go ahead.
Is that okay? Do you think? Okay.
The next question I wanted to ask was the Pledge of Allegiance thing.
Right.
You seem to be so against it. Have you ever served in any kind of reserves or anything?
No, I have not.
Have you ever considered it?
Of course not. No.
Why wouldn't you ever consider serving the country?
I would consider serving the country, but there's never been any reason for me to serve the country. I've never, there was never a war going on. Right when I got out of high school, Vietnam War was over. There was no reason to join. I mean, there was more money to be made and just regular jobs.
Well, is money more important than this country?
Is money more important than this country? This money is based on money.
But it takes people and everything else.
Of course. I mean, no, this country is very important, but no, I mean, there's no reason to join the military if nothing is going on. Other than
right now there's something going on, and here you are saying, hey, the flag ain't worth a flip.
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying we don't need it. The country is exactly the same tomorrow without that. If we were to replace that symbol tomorrow with a teapot, the country would be the exact same thing. It's just we would be admiring that teapot rather than that piece of cloth. We don't need it. The symbol is not what makes this country. You and I are what make this country. That flag has nothing to do with it. Without us, that flag is meaningless.
Without us, that flag would never been here.
Well,
we made that flag.
Well, it's the flag is nothing. It's a piece of cloth.
Well,
it's a symbol. It's a symbol of what we are. But we could replace it tomorrow with anything. A candlestick, and this country would be the exact same thing. It'd be no less, none at all. Get rid of the Pledge of Allegiance. It would be the exact same. There wouldn't be any change. Would we? Other than we had a different symbol.
That's true, but a candle isn't going to symbol nothing. I mean...
Well, we could make it a symbol, and then if we put the right wording behind it, boy, it sure.
Well, I've seen the candle, and you know.
You put the right writer behind that candle, and candlestick, and man, it's unbelievable. I mean, it's unimaginable what you could make this candlestick. I mean, you put the right writer behind it, boy, I tell you, wow, be the greatest symbol we ever had.
Why do you honestly think that?
Why do I honestly think what?
That would be the best symbol we ever had.
No, I don't think that. I'm just saying that was an example.
Yes.
I'm just saying we don't need symbols. Why do we need symbols? We're grown-ups. We're adults. We don't need symbols. High schools need symbols. You and I don't need symbols.
Well, what would it have been like if that wasn't around when you was growing up?
What difference does it make? I'd still be here.
Yes, but you would not understand as much.
What would I not understand?
The flag represents a lot of things, such as the Declaration and independence. It exemplifies a lot of things like that. And
what does a polluted river represent?
Excuse me?
What does a polluted river represent?
This represents that some people are not right. You know,
well, I think it represents all of us aren't right. So I don't know.
A lot of us are right.
No.
But there's a lot of us that aren't, that need to change.
Okay. Thanks for the call. See you later. Let's go to Thomas. Hey, Thomas, you're on AM-750 WSB.
Hey, Dave. How you doing?
Good, Thomas.
Hey, listen, just a few comments, especially on that last caller about the Pledge of Allegiance. I served in the United States Air Force for about 2.5, 3 years. And when I was serving, I never thought I was there to protect a symbol.
Of course not.
I felt like I was there to protect the U.S. Constitution.
Right.
You know, the flag's meaningless. It's the U.S. Constitution, freedom of speech, freedom of choice, and things like that you serve in the military for, not for a flag. And if your children don't want to say the Pledge of Allegiance in school, then let them sit down while other kids that choose to take that route can say the Pledge of Allegiance. But
yeah, I agree with no guilt feelings put on them at all.
That's right.
I mean, I don't see the need to say a pledge.
No.
I mean, this country, I feel like we owe them, not you know, you're owed. But I mean, this country, you were owed something. You do not owe anything. I think if a war came in and draft came, yeah, you would have to serve because we have to have those bodies.
Right.
But no. I don't believe in this. You
and
also, make a pledge. Don't believe it at all.
No, I agree with you on that. Also, hairy legs, that's nasty on a woman.
Yes, it is.
And these people are calling up telling you that European women don't shave their legs.
Right.
I'm married to a British girl, and I spent about 3 years over in England. And European women do shave their legs, and it's not because they want to be like Americans. I think that's one of our problems over here. We think everybody wants to be like us, and it's the best route to take and everything like that, and it's just simply not true. We can learn a lot from the Europeans as well as the Europeans learn a lot from us. But
well, the British don't even like us, do they? The average British citizen doesn't even like us, do they? I mean, they're kind of snobs with us.
I don't totally agree with that. I think if you go around areas where the U.S. bases are stationed, you might find that out because you know, we do a lot of drinking over there. We cause a lot of fights in the bars and things like that. But I think if I did a lot of traveling into outside villages that were 200-300 miles from any U.S. bases, and those people were very interested in meeting Americans to find